The Dallas Cowboys are standing at a crucial crossroads with one of the most promising rookie prospects in this draft class, but there's much more brewing beneath the surface. As they aim to revamp a defense that faltered historically last season, the team faces the daunting challenge of integrating these newcomers into a system that desperately needs revitalization. With the rookie minicamp underway, the initial impressions haven't exactly been stellar, and there's a palpable tension in the air. Right off the bat, head coach Brian Schottenheimer did not mince words when addressing the media. He expressed genuine concerns about his new recruits, stating, "None of these guys are in great shape right now. You might have seen a few guys getting sick yesterday. A little bit of vomiting going on." This candid admission raises eyebrows, especially for a franchise that prides itself on its rigorous training and preparation. It's not uncommon for rookies to struggle in their first practices. We've seen it before, and we know how the pressures of transitioning from college to the NFL can take a toll. Last year's 5th overall pick from the Cleveland Browns, Mason Graham, was notorious for his struggles during his initial workouts, making headlines for his on-field difficulties. This year's rookies are facing a similar baptism by fire, finally shedding the weight of the pre-draft whirlwind that included the NFL scouting combine and numerous team visits. Yet even with all that preparation, the jump to the pro level is another beast entirely. The reality is that these young players must bulk up and acclimate to the pace of the NFL. They're not just facing opponents, they're going up against seasoned veterans who have honed their skills over years of practice and competition. The Cowboys are placing a significant amount of faith in these first-year players, which historically hasn't always translated to immediate success. The concern is valid, but let's not hit the panic button just yet. It's still early days. The Cowboys have the potential to mold these rookies into key contributors, but it's going to take time and patience. The hope is that with the right coaching and support, they'll find their footing and begin to deliver on their promise. The coaching staff is undoubtedly aware of the uphill battle they face, and it's essential that they approach this development with a long-term vision rather than seeking immediate results. As fans, we must remain optimistic yet realistic. The Cowboys have shown resilience in the past, and while this rookie class has a tall order ahead of them, the potential is undeniably there. How they adapt and grow over the coming weeks will be a critical narrative to follow. Now, as we shift our focus, let's delve into another pressing issue surrounding the Cowboys that could shape the team's direction in the near future.
The Dallas Cowboys have struck gold with their latest draft pick, Caleb Downs, a name that has been buzzing through the fan base and analysts alike. Early speculation suggests he could be the best defensive prospect to come out of college in over a decade. That's a bold statement, but when you watch his tape, you can see why people are saying it. So let's dive into what makes Downs such a hot commodity and why the Cowboys decided to make a rare move to trade up and snag him. For years, the Cowboys have been known for their patience in the draft process, typically allowing top talents to fall into their laps. Remember CeeDee Lamb in 2020 and Micah Parsons in 2021? Those were classic examples of the Cowboys capitalizing on opportunities without sacrificing additional draft capital. Yet, with Downs, the team showed aggressiveness that we haven't witnessed in quite some time. This isn't just any draft pick. It's a calculated move that signals Dallas is ready to bolster its defense significantly. Downs has been the consensus #1 safety in this year's class, and the Cowboys' decision to trade up to the 11th pick reflects the confidence they have in him. The last time the franchise traded up in the first round was back in 2012 for another defensive back, Morris Claiborne. This time around, they're not just looking for potential. They're seeking a player who can make an immediate impact and help solidify the defense. This isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about adding a game changer.
In a thrilling conclusion to the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys demonstrated their trademark tenacity by selecting Ohio State Buckeyes safety Caleb Downs just as the clock threatened to run out. This was not just a regular pick. It was a moment that could define the Cowboys' future as they aim to reclaim their place among the league's elite. So, where are you watching from today? And what are your thoughts on this pivotal selection? Let's dive into what this means for Dallas and the potential impact of Downs on the team. As ESPN presented an hour-long special titled "The Pick Is In," fans got an inside look at the pressures and strategies involved in draft day decisions. The spotlight was on several teams, including the Cowboys, who faced a nail-biting situation when it was their turn to pick. Initially, Dallas sought to trade up from the 12th position to the 6th, a move that would have significantly altered their draft strategy. However, the Browns opted to make a deal with the Kansas City Chiefs instead, leaving the Cowboys with limited options. When the Miami Dolphins were on the clock at pick number 11, Dallas made their move. They offered two different trade packages, the first involving pick number 12 along with a fifth-rounder, which Miami rejected. Not to be deterred, the Cowboys sweetened the deal by adding another fifth-round pick, which finally got the Dolphins to bite. But here's the kicker. The clock was ticking, and with only 10 seconds left, the Cowboys managed to submit their pick just in time. An eruption of joy filled the draft room as they celebrated securing Caleb Downs. This was a tense situation reminiscent of the 2003 NFL Draft when teams missed their chance due to poor time management. It serves as a reminder of how critical those final moments can be. Had the Cowboys failed to submit their pick, the Los Angeles Rams were poised to swoop in at number 13, potentially snatching away their desired player. Now, let's talk about Caleb Downs himself. He is not just any player, he's a two-time first-team All-American and has been touted as a generational talent. The Cowboys desperately needed to bolster a defense that allowed a staggering 30.1 points per game last season, the worst in the league. In this context, selecting Downs is not just a win, it's a potential game-changer. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer has already expressed his excitement about Downs, labeling him as elite in both character and intelligence. Dallas fans should feel optimistic that this pick could signify a shift in their defensive fortunes. With Downs on board, the Cowboys have a player who could thrive immediately, helping to lift them from the playoff drought they've experienced over the last two seasons. In conclusion, the Cowboys didn't just beat the clock, they potentially turned the tide of their franchise with the selection of Caleb Downs. This pick could be the cornerstone of a revitalized defense, one that aims to restore the Cowboys to postseason glory. So, what do you think? Will Downs be the playmaker that gets Dallas back into contention? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest news and updates on our beloved Cowboys. The excitement is just beginning.